Hi, this is Gary at Garage Monkey San. This is the 5th episode in my hashtag Save a Microwave series, where I take a discarded microwave, disembowel it, and then use the parts to make something else. It's called upcycling. In this episode, I use the microwave's metal enclosure and glass door to make a cat condo. And I also include other upcycled materials. We recently replaced our roof and had some water damage. I used the damaged tongue and groove boards in this build. In addition, to give the cat condo some bottom mass, I found an eye being cut off from our local metal supplier. And to give the cats the comfort they demand, I found a big roll of carpet remnant. In the Aloha spirit, most of the materials were donated, so the expense was very low on this project. If you're a maker and a pet owner, there are tons of projects you can make. My wife and I have always owned cats. I've built many cat-related projects. Here are a few of the projects. Cat Tower. Cats love heights. They know they are superior beings, so they prefer to perch above us, watching us, judging us, pitying us. Our previous house had a living area with a 2-story vaulted ceiling. At the top was a large window. Since cats can't scale drywall yet, I decided to build a climbing tower. It consisted of an 8-foot long 2x4 wrapped in rope. I attached 3 platforms and a large shelf to the sill of the window. Of course, it was all carpeted. Our agile black cat could easily jump from one shelf to another, higher and higher, one shelf at a time, until he eventually reached the top. That tower bracketed to the wall studs lasted about 20 years. Monitor/feeder. Cats are very independent, so cats can be left overnight. Just provide food, water, and a clean litter box. But as humans, we miss our cats, even for a day. One of the most complicated cat projects I built was a home monitoring system. This was way before Ring, Nest, and Simply Safe live security cameras. First, I set up a webcam feed with an old laptop. I connected it to the Justin.tv live stream servers. Of course, the first time we used it, our cat was a no-show. We put on this huge production, but he wanted more. He claimed his contract included no fringe benefits. We needed a way to entice our cat to the webcam. I created a drill-powered cat feeder. Cat treats would go into the hopper, the drill would open a chute, which would dump the treats into a bowl. A 555 timer controlled the duration of the spin. I bought a relay board that connected to my laptop via parallel port. Yes, parallel port, not serial or USB. I set up a remote access on the laptop. I found a small executable program that would trigger the feeder and the lamp that I connected to it. The system actually worked. It had low image quality and high latency, but we still got to see our cat when we were away from home. Cat deterrent. Cats are jerks. In the middle of the night, we would be jarred awake by a loud scraping noise. It was our cat pawing at our bedroom door.
To be clear, he didn't want to sleep with us, which would have been fine. He wanted to run around and play. He demanded our attention.
After all, he was king of the castle. I heard in order to train a cat, you squirt him with water. But who's going to stand watch over a bedroom door armed with a water gun? What's needed was a remote-controlled water pistol. Of course. Off to the pick and pull. I found a windshield washer motor from a BMW. The guts of a cheap RC car provided the transmitter and receiver. A clear acrylic tube acted as a water reservoir. A sprayer tip was attached to the output of the washer pump. The contraption was placed at the front door. The transmitter was hung on our headboard. Then some nights following, we were awoken by the pawing. I reach over and slam the transmitter button. I hear the whirl of the washer motor. I sense surprise. Then the pawing stopped. I wait. A few seconds pass. The pawing starts again. I hit the button again. The pawing stops. I sense confusion. One more cycle and he finally slumps away. But a few nights later, we were wakened up by pawing but loud meows. Hitting the button does nothing. He's learned to stay away from the water stream and basically just shout at us. Cats are jerks. Remote controlled trap. Owning a cat draws more cats. We are frequented by strays showing up at the house. They sit and peer through our glass. If they spot an indoor kitty, they refuse to leave until they are fed. These strays know the owners have cat food. Obviously, we feed them. Then there are times when feral cats show up. We try to get them fixed because we don't want more cats to show up. Trapping individual cats isn't easy. If you have the time, you can try to tame them to a point where they will allow human touch. What's much faster is to trap them in a commercial trap. It's a wire cage with a spring-loaded flap that shuts when the cat steps on a plate. But when there's multiple cats and you're trying to catch a specific cat, then you'll need a manual trigger. We tried the string method, but that didn't work reliably. Instead, I used a car door lock solenoid and zip-tied it to the cage. The plunger was connected to the trap trigger arm. Then it's an easy circuit of a battery, a long cable, and a switch. The only downside is you need to sit there and watch it. We've used this hack many times and it works like a charm. Large litter box. This was a very sad project. Many cats died due to kidney disease. We had a 19-year-old cat that we dearly loved. His kidneys started to fail, and with it, his bathroom habits became erratic. He would stand in the litter box, but would miss it completely. We thought the litter box was too small, so we made a huge one out of corrugated plastic. It was around 3 foot by 3 foot and filled with bags of litter. It took up the entire floor space of the bathroom. There was no way he would miss. But that didn't work either. In the end, he wouldn't even go in it. We think it was painful for him to urinate, so he started to associate pain with the litter box.
Even though this project failed, it's really a small price to pay for the love of our pets. Now we live in Hawaii, and we care for 7 cats.
5 indoor cats and 2 outdoor cats. 5 of those cats come from the same litter. We had already 2 indoor cats when a mama cat showed up with her 5 kittens, and then left. We have so many indoor cats, we have a litter box issue. Cats tend to throw litter everywhere. We need to design and build an enclosure to help contain the litter and smell. Maybe a giant litter box. We love cats, so we'll always have a cat-related project to work on. It's odd how much attention and love we give them. We feed them, clean up after them, clip their claws, take them to the vet. And maybe, just maybe, sometimes they'll cuddle with us.
So this ends my Save a Microwave series. Mahalo for watching. Aloha.